What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a little minute since I posted a video, but it's okay because I'm about to get back into it. I've just had a really rough time. Excuse me. I'm tired. My sleep schedule is off. I'm off. I got a swollen knee plus dance class, but it's alright because I'm gonna make it. I took a vote on Instagram and I asked you guys, what should I do next? Should I do a challenge or should I do a talk? And talk won. So I'll do a talk first, and then the next video I drop will be a challenge. But without further ado, let's get started with today's video. So I have these two papers here to help me out a little bit today, because today I'm going to give you guys my adoption story, because like I said in the previous talk video that I had, I am adopted. So let's get started. Excuse my yawning. I'm tired. I'm so tired. But the grind don't stop. But it's okay. Anyways, let's get started. So, I have these two papers. These came from my life book. And, what a life book is it's a book about your life. I need to stop all this yawning, because then that's going to make y'all start yawning, and we can't handle all of that. But yeah. So a life book is a book about life. I'm going to tell you guys this part. I'm going to throw in what I remember a little bit, because this is from the beginning. This is all from the beginning. So yeah. And also I'll be naming names. I will not be naming full names. If you know me, that's fine. You know who I'm talking about. But I don't want everybody to know, exactly who I'm talking about, because that could start a lot of stuff, and I don't want to start. And then I'm just out here just to tell you guys what happened to me. So yeah. So I have a mom, I have a dad, and I have two stepdads, a mom, a dad, two stepdads. That's 4 parents. I know of my mom. I know of my dad. I seen pictures of one of my stepdads, and I don't know who the other one is. So yeah, that's that. My mom, I'll just call her Miss Clay. She's from Lafayette, here where I'm at right now. My dad, I'll call him Mr. Francis Sr., because my brother, him and my brother has the same name, so he's Senior. So yeah, they're both from Lafayette. I'm back in my hometown. And according to this paperwork, my dad only had one kid with another lady, which means I have a stepmom. I have more than one stepmom. I have more than one stepmom. I don't know them. And I'm not saying that I don't plan on, knowing them in the future, but I just don't know them now, so I can't speak for them. I know of one of them, and yeah. So on my mom's side, I have 2 sisters, one older, one younger, and I have 2 brothers, one older, one younger. I'm the middle kid. How fun is that? On my dad's side, I can't even begin to tell you how many we have. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, so on January 22nd of 2001, me and my other 4 siblings that I named earlier, we entered the foster care system. My biological mother, Miss Clay, had a history with the agency. On January 16th of 2001, the 4 younger ones, which is me, my little sister, my little brother, and my older brother, we were found in the apartment alone by a social worker, and her name was Miss Miles. I'll just say Miss Miles. Later on, my older sister arrived at the apartment. Now, I'm gonna stop there because I'm reading this, and I have to tell you guys our ages at that time. So my little sister was 7 months. My little brother was 21 months. I was 3 years old. My brother was 4. And my older sister was 10. That made me think about something. I'm like, 10, so 10. My sister's 7 years older than me. I'm 21. Wow, my sister's 28 right now. What a small world. Anyways. So back to the story. The whereabouts of Miss Clay, my mother, were not known. However, my mom eventually returned to the home approximately 30 minutes after the social worker had arrived. On January 22nd of 2001 at 2:45 p.m., the Office of Community Services worker, Miss Paula, found us 4 younger ones again, home alone and unsupervised in the apartment. Law enforcement was then called to the scene, and then my mother arrived approximately 15 to 20 minutes after they found us alone. My mother told them that she was going to check the mail, which clearly was a lie, but hey, right? Leave your 4 kids alone, right? So we can end up in the foster care system and get treated the way we did, right? But it's okay. It's not okay, but still. My mother was placed under arrest, and she was charged with cruelty to a juvenile, and yeah. My mother was supervised by the Office of Community Services due to the prior investigation of lack of supervision of my little brother, my older brother, me, and my older sister. We were found alone and unsupervised on November 30th of 1999. Pause. That means I was 2. My brother was 3. My little brother was a few months. He hadn't even made a year yet. And my little sister was in the womb. She probably didn't even know she was pregnant. But hey, I can't tell you that because I'm not her. But back to the story. So, due to my mother, Miss Clay's past history with the Office of Community Services and the arrest, the agency felt that it would be in the best interest that the children be placed in the state's custody on January 22nd, 2001, which was a few days after my birthday. Really? 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 My mother did not cooperate with the worker and failed to comply with the case. My father worked his case to the best of his ability, and he cooperated with the agency, and he was able to have his 3 kids, me, my younger brother, and my older brother. I can't really say their names in here because, you know, I didn't really get permission from them yet. But maybe in future videos, I'll be able to tell you guys who they are, if they let me. Me, my older brother, and my younger brother, we went to stay with our dad, and however, this placement was short. Mr. Francis Sr., which is my father, and his wife, which is my stepmother, were having difficulties, marital discord, and he became homeless in the process and had no resources for himself as well as his kids. So me, my little brother, and my older brother, we had to re-enter the foster care system. We re-entered the foster care system. Let's see what date it has right here. On November 18th of 2002. Yeah. So after 2 years of working with the agency toward the case of, you know, getting us back, the parental rights of Miss Clay and Mr. Francis and the unidentified father of my little sister were terminated on March 2nd, 2004. The parental rights of my older sister were also terminated, but hey, that's not my business. I can't tell you about her story. That's not my story to tell you. Throughout the 2.5 years, me and my siblings, we were placed in different homes. I will tell you guys about mine. Me and my older brother were like this, and now we're kind of like this. But it's okay. It's really not okay. But yeah, so I'll tell you guys about mine. So I entered the children's shelter on January 22nd, 2001, and I stayed there through February 5th, 2001. And then I entered Miss Minix. I will not say nobody's full name like I stated before. I entered Miss Minix's home February 5th, 2001 through March 20th, 2001. Then after staying there, I entered Miss Washington's home on March 20th, 2001 through October 25th, 2002. Then I went and I lived with my father on October 25th, 2002 through November 18th, 2002, which really wasn't a long time, but hey, at least I got to live with my father. At least he tried, right? And then after that, I went and lived with Miss Ned, November 18th, 2002 through April 14th, 2005. And then I lived with the Robichaux on April 15th, 2005 through my adoption date, and on and on and on. I was adopted on um, March 30th, 2006. I always tell people I got adopted in the second grade because I never remember when I got adopted, but it's okay. Now, to tell you guys a little bit more about my adoption, I don't remember a lot of these home placements. I can't tell you that I do because I don't. But what I do remember is walking outside of a fence. This is like one of the only stories that I remember. I was walking outside of a fence, and I had one little plaque hanging here. You know, that used to be the style back then, where you had one little plaque hanging right there and the rest of it all up in the ponytail. I had that going on, and I had on some flip-flops and a blue shirt. And I was just walking outside. And that's all I remember from one foster home. When I went live with my dad, the only thing I remember is going to school. And then after that first day of school, I remember my stepmom cutting my dad's clothes up. And we're just sitting there watching her do it, not knowing what to do, and they were fussing. And my little brother, of course, he wanted to be the hero and help. So he went and he gave the lady some of our dad's clothes. You know, he was young. He didn't really know what was going on, but it's okay. I remember Miss Ned's home. One of the best foster care places that I stayed. I actually wanted her to adopt me. I remember that. But she couldn't. And that kind of saddened my heart. But you know, I really liked living there, and she was one of the best people ever. And then I moved to the Robichaux, which was peaches and cream at first, and then it turned into shit, and then a hellhole, and then it all flipped. And yeah, so yeah, I just wanted to give you guys, you know, my adoption story today. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this talk. I'll try to get another talk in right after I drop my challenge video. Or maybe right before, I'm not sure yet. But yeah, because there's more to this story, and you know, I don't want to, you know, take up too much of y'all time. I'm already going on almost 20 minutes. Yeah, but I want to let y'all know that you know, living in the foster care system wasn't, you know, all that bad. It actually made me the person who I am today. And so I say that it's pretty good. It showed me, one, what not to do with my kids. Two, how to be a better person. And three, it showed me that even though you think the worst is here, there's always something better. So, with that being said, don't forget to like, to comment, and to subscribe to my channel. If you guys feel the need to share my videos, share them, because I want my story to get out there. One day I'll collaborate all of my story all into one video. That way, you know, everybody, that way you can hear the whole story all in one. That video will probably be a very long video, but it's okay. Yeah. So, I have homework to go do, and so I'll go do that, and y'all go do whatever it is that y'all gotta do. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. I'm out. Peace.